What's good, folks? It's Dark Dre 19, and welcome back to another What If, yo. I said I was gonna bring back these old joints back, yo. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all should already know this is What If Deku Was an Assassin, Part 3. Where we last left off, I believe it was after the little exam thing or whatever. Deku cut a robot in half or some shit with the Eden's blood or something like that. But whatever. Let's start this little what if. So Deku was just climbing buildings, making his way to UA to meet up with Mikasa. I already mentioned that Mikasa was in this as an assassin. As Deku, he has been thinking about his fellow brothers from back in his old days in feudal Japan. He really misses them, and he wonders why they couldn't just come with him and Mikasa in the future, But him putting those thoughts aside, he quickly scales a building, jumping over and using the rope dart to swing from high gaps or whatever, because he enjoys doing it, even though he doesn't need to, since he has the Eden blood, which kind of makes him like superhuman. But he likes to act as if he's still somewhat normal, and run and jump as a normal assassin. But yeah, besides all that, Deku makes it to UA, saying hi to Mikasa, who's happy to see him as they walk to Class A. And as they are making their way to their class, Deku is being stared at by a bunch of guys or whatever from the other classes, jealous at the fact that he has a hot chick waiting for him almost every day. Mikasa, who is extremely protective over Deku, would always give them a death stare, freaking them out and making them turn away in a deep sweat, as they never really know why. Some guys would always try to ask her out or whatever, but she never pays much attention to them. The only person she pays attention to is Izuku, which to them they think is weird because they believe that Mikasa and Deku are related, but they're not. People just think they are. So as they are walking to class, they make it to the front door as they hear a little argument happening, as Deku opens the door to see the same guy who was on his case in the entrance exam, arguing with another guy who has their feet on the desk. They both ignore this, not really caring about their little spat, as they take seats at a empty desk waiting for the teacher. Some of the class finally noticed that they're there and was excited to see that it was the famous vigilantes, the assassins, as some of the students walk up to them asking about their quirks and all excited and why they became vigilantes or whatever. Mina comes straight to Deku and asks him whether he has a girlfriend or not. As she leans forward real close to Deku, as Mikasa noticing this, kind of pushes Mina away, telling her to back off. As Mina, who's not that phased, says, "What's your problem? I'm just asking if he's single." As Mikasa replies, saying that, "I don't see how that's any of your business." Any of your business? The sight slightly scowls as she says that, "Well, Deku here is his own man, right? I'm sure if he didn't want me to know if he's single or not, he would tell me. No guy would like their little sister to butt in their business, huh?" As you know, Mina and Mikasa just stare each other down. Deku not much paying attention to this, because during class he's been trying to activate his ego vision, for some reason he's not able to do it, which kind of annoys him. He's just ignoring what's happening around class. But before Mina and Mikasa's little argument can go any further, because they've just been staring each other down, Aizawa finally wakes up from his sleeping bag. He complains that it took them a few seconds to quiet down and whatever, as he pulls out some gym clothes and tells them that we're going to be taking a quirk assessment test, so put on these gym clothes and meet me outside. As some of the folks complain, Deku, hearing this, just gets up and makes his way to the locker rooms, as Mikasa follows, pushing Mina aside. And so, as you know, they change in the locker room. The guys looks at Deku's ripped and kind of scarred body. Some of them a little jealous. Kurashima thinks it's cool and manly and all. Todoroki pays no attention to it. As in the girls' locker room, Mikasa has a body similar to Deku, but a bit more feminine. As you know, so the girls are a bit jealous of her body, since their tone, their body, they're pretty toned, but they're soft, you know, unlike Mikasa's body, which is, you know, kind of fit. And you know what, hold up, I'll give y'all something to look at so y'all can know what I'm talking about. I'm sure y'all guys you know what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna give you a little. Right here, this is what the girls pretty much see at the locker room, and they're pretty jealous. So yeah, that's all you're seeing. Anyway, so they finish putting on whatever gyms or whatever as they make it to the training field. Some of the guys are like, you know, Mineta, that Kaminari, I think that's the electric dude's name, whatever, Denki and whatever fools, all them fools are, you know, kind of staring and, you know, kind of drooling over Mikasa. Deku really ain't paying no attention to that, as the girls are staring at Zuko, which you know, mostly all the girls are pretty much staring at Zuko. Mikasa is just, you know, she's pretty irritated by that, because she just believes that these girls would lead Deku down the wrong path or whatever. But we know that she's just jealous. She's not gonna admit it. We know she's jealous, but she'll never admit it. So Aizawa throws Zuko a ball, seeing that he was first place in the entrance exam, as Deku asks how far, as Aizawa just say, doesn't matter, full strength. Got it? As Deku nods, taking the little spot in a circle or whatever, as he throws the ball really, really far, whatever, I don't know, farther than anybody. Well, not everybody, as you know, everybody kind of excited. Everybody else throws the ball, whatever, as everybody else throws the ball using their quirks, as Deku gets second place. Ochako got first because, you know, Infinity, and Mikasa gets third place, while, you know, Bakugo and all of them get whatever the fuck place they get in that ball test. Bakugo kind of mad. Deku congratulates Ochako for getting first, and they take that running test. Deku, they take the running test. I'm gonna, you know, there's no need to, you know, stay on this. Deku pretty much gets first place because, you know, he's a runner, and Mikasa's a runner too, but Deku's been an assassin longer than her. He's the one who brought her into the assassins, so, you know, he's been doing this way much longer than her. As you know, Deku gets first place, Mikasa gets second place, and everybody get their whatever place. Side to side test, they ace it. Grip test, Deku aces. aces it and all. Jump test. Well, I don't know. I don't remember who gets the first on jump test, but even with the Eden blood, I don't think Mikasa and Deku would be able to jump that high. They jump pretty high. They, don't get first place on that one. But regardless, they with all the putting all them points, the test, whatever joints together, Deku pretty much gets first and Mikasa gets second, I guess. Who cares? Do you care? I sure don't. The girl of the class tries to congratulate Deku, but Mikasa, before they could, Mikasa quickly drags him away since the test was over and they were all going home. Deku is a little weirded out about the way Mikasa is acting, but he pays no attention to it, as he's more focused on trying to activate his eagle vision, because it's really getting to him at the fact that he can't unlock it. Well, not unlock it, use it. Which, he's been asleep for so long, he just doesn't remember how to activate it again. But you know that's besides the point. They both go home, back to Deku. They walk through the door. Deku's high to Inko and quickly leaves to train in their gym. In their gym, training room, or whatever. I believe I already said in either part 1 or 2 that Inko is like a rich explorer, so they pretty much live in like some big house type facility. So, and Inko found the both of them, and pretty much over the years, she had folks build. She had folks build things to help Izuku and Mikasa with their training as assassins or whatever, as assassins. And Deku has been training a lot. And as Deku leaves, Inko looks towards Mikasa and asks her what's wrong, because she looks a little uncomfortable. Mikasa pretty much says that it's nothing, as she looks down the hallway that Deku went in. Inko notices and chuckles a little, saying, "I would assume that it has something to do with Deku, and maybe you finally realize that. Well, let's just phrase it as that you're not the only alpha wolf in the forest, and that there are other wolves out there who wants to take your mate. You best move fast, Mikasa, or our pack leader over there might put his marks on someone else." As Mikasa was sort of embarrassed that Inko knew exactly what she was thinking, but she took that advice to heart. As they talk a little bit more about school, and about and their students that are in their class. As Deku is in the workout room doing crunches, pull-ups and sit-ups, push-ups and all, just focusing, trying to be at ease, but he really can't, as this pretty much is their day. And so, the next day, Deku wakes up in his bed to see Mikasa sleeping on his chest. Deku shakes her, pretty much saying, Mikasa, wake up. What the hell are you doing in my bed? As Mikasa gets up from Deku's chest, wiping away the drool coming from her mouth as she realized Deku's awake. And she's like, oh, sorry. I just wanted to ask you a question. As Deku looks at her saying, you slept in my bed with me just so you can ask me a question? Yes, Mikasa replied. Fine then. What do you want to ask me? As Mikasa, a little embarrassed, kind of twirling her hair a little bit, pulling on her hair, Suprema saying that, well, Deku, what do you think of me as? As Deku quickly answers, saying, a sister. As Mikasa, a little shocked, is like, is that it? As Deku, kind of confused, saying, well, what else should I think about you? As Mikasa, a little embarrassed, saying, no, forget it. Forget I asked the question. It doesn't matter. As Deku was like, then get up. We need to get ready for UA. As they get out of the bed and they first go take a shower. Not together, even though Mikasa keeps insisting that she could wash Deku's back for him. But, Deku, the lone wolf he is, he just, he likes to, he keeps things private to himself. Even shower time. As, they take their showers, whatever. They eat breakfast, whatever Inko made. They dress, and they both head out to UA. So, yeah. Time skip to where they are at UA. They are, sorry. They are making their way to the doors of UA until Momo and Mina come out of nowhere, saying hi to both of them and deciding to walk alongside Deku, to Mikasa's annoyance. As all four of them try to make their way to Class A. As Mina is holding on to Deku's arm and decides to ask the same questions like, so, Deku, I wasn't able to ask you yesterday, but, are you single? As Deku replies that, well, being that I am not in a relationship with anyone currently, then yes, I guess you could say I am. As Mina is like, well, not Mina, I mean, as Momo is like, well, if you want, Momo, Mina and I and some of the other girls are, been planning on going to the mall. If you'd want to come, you could. As Zuko replies, saying that I have no interest in malls. I must focus on my training. As Mina's like, aw, don't be like that, it'll be fun. As, they're pretty much ignoring the fact that Mikasa's literally right there. As she's just at this point irritated hearing this, as she quickly just takes Deku's hand and pulls him away as she speeds walk with him to Class A. As Mina looks at them saying like, what's her problem? Mom was like, it's just jealous little sister type stuff. She just doesn't want us to take her big brother away from her. As they both kind of chuckle to themselves as they all finally make it to class. Aizawa finally, everybody else finally comes in, taking their seats. Aizawa wakes up from his little caterpillar sleeping bag as he says, yawning. Pretty much saying, another teacher is coming to teach y'all. As he just, quickly, he just falls back to sleep. As the class wonders who, until All Might bust in, saying that, busting in, coming in like a normal person, blah blah blah, and all that crap. As everybody's pretty excited seeing him, as he pretty much says, hits the wall like, get your costumes on, meet me at whatever fucking area, who cares? Let's hurry this shit up. As they take their costumes and go to the locker room and put it on or whatever. As everybody comes out, they all see that, Mikasa's kind of wearing something similar, a suit, an assassin suit. Hold up. Sorry to pause it again. Right here, this is pretty much what Mikasa's wearing. Pretty much her vigilante costume. As, an assassin. This is pretty much what Izuku's wearing. As the clash thinks it looks pretty cool. Ochako walking up to Deku, pretty much saying like, wow, your costume's amazing. It's so much, it has armor, both armor and like light material on it. It's like, and it's looks like it's been hand stitched. You really got those support gear people working, huh? As Deku replies saying that they didn't make this, I did. It's like, really? It's like, yes. Most, as he was going to explain that, most assassins have to make their own use of uniforms, but he quickly stops himself, not wanting to tell them that he's like a million-year-old, century-old man from feudal Japan or whatever. As Ochako looks up to Deku with a little confusion and glee, kind of blushing and liking to how Deku looks in that costume. As All Might announces the first round of the heroes versus villains, as he pretty much says, young Midoriya and Ochako versus Bakugo. Well, young Midoriya and Ochako as the heroes versus Bakugo and Ida as the villains. As Bakugo's pretty excited because he feels that he can finally take down this random dude who came out of nowhere, taking all the attention, feeling that he can knock him a peg or two. As Bakugo and Ida make their way to the building. As Deku and Ochako get ready. As Ochako pretty much asks, like, so what's the plan? What are we gonna do? As Deku looks at her saying that, well, Bakugo is most likely gonna come straight for us. So I'm gonna need you to go and find the bomb while I deal with him. But first, I'll give you a little advantage. As he, picks up, Ochako, kind of, like picking her up, like right in front, as he legit scales the building one-handed, like really fast, as the students and All Might find this pretty impressive, as he scales the building one-handed and breaks through a window, as he puts Ochako down, who is extremely red. Deku asking what's wrong, as like nothing, because Deku didn't notice that the whole time he was getting him. He pretty much got himself a handful of Choco Boo. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? A handful of that ass. He just didn't notice. So Ochako, embarrassed, just says that I'm just gonna go find a bomb, as she runs off to other hallway, and it's extra embarrassing for her because the suit is pretty much skin tight. So she pretty much felt all of Izuku's hand. It just grabbed all the way up in there. As Deku, he pays no attention to this, as he's more focused on the explosions that are coming his way, as he dodges, jumping over, as Bakugo rushing in. It's like, come here, you nerd, I'll take you down, you lame ass vigilante, as he tries to shoot a few explosions at Deku, but Deku quickly dodges as he just punches Bakugo right in the face, going in with a few combos at all, leg sweeping him, and then punching him in the stomach, making him fly back a little, because martial arts. Deku's from Japan, feudal Japan, so he got to train with the old masters, you know what I'm saying? The OGs, bruh. What time is it? Oh, yeah. Deku got to train with the OG, the original artists, masters and all. As he take out two of his swords, saying that, come at me, Blondie, as Bakugo quickly burst forward, angry, as he was about to pull the pins on his little gauntlet shit, but Deku quickly slice, pretty much slicing off the gauntlets off of Bakugo's arms, as Bakugo's a little shocked by this, as Deku quickly sheathed his blades back into his... quickly sheathed his blade as he grabs onto to Bakugo, pretty much hit him with a flurry of combos as he slams him down, pretty much QC that fool like Snake and knocking him out. As the class kind of find this impressive, especially All Might, the fact that he was able to take down Bakugo quickly and with barely any destruction of the building, like a true hero. As Deku jumps out a window and scales the building again and finds Ochako, who is about to radio him that she found the bomb, but she was like right behind him, which kind of scares her. But he quickly grabs onto her, putting her face to his chest to quiet her before she kind of yelps and give out their position, as her face just being smushed into Izuku's chest. It's just an extremely embarrassing moment for her, but she's enjoying it too, as Deku looks inside. It's like, alright, Chaco, look at me. As she looks up to Deku, flustered and all, as Deku says that Alright, I'm gonna throw some smoke bombs, right? And while he's distracted, all you need to do is run forward straight. The bomb will be right there. I will deal with Ida. As he pretty much says, the plan starts now. Not even giving her a second to recuperate, as he throws a few smoke bombs, as Ochako makes a run for it. And, you know, Ida kind of disorientated as he looks around, but, you know, he sees someone in bright pink, which is, you know, what Deku was planning on, since you know, Deku is mostly wearing, you know, kind of dark grayish, so you can't see him through the smoke, as he quickly gets behind Ida before he can do anything to Ochako, and just chokehold him, pretty much puts him in a chokehold and knocks him out, as Ochako touches the bomb, pretty much saying, as All Might says, that hero team wins, as you know, Deku's like, not bad. You were pretty good, Ochako. As he, you know, he kind of rubs her on the head and leaves. You know, Ochako kind of happy at that. Kind of happy. Bakugo finally wakes up, pissed that he got finessed in like a few seconds of the video. Usually there's a long-winded fight, but no, he just got finessed in a few seconds. Ida got the worst. Just a smoke bomb and a fucking chokehold. He didn't even get his ass whooped. He didn't even get to use his quirk. Just a smoke bomb and a chokehold. But yeah. Yeah. You know, All Might's proud at the fact that, you know, Deku was able to win that, you know, with such skills. Even though, you know, Deku's a vigilante, All Might still likes him. I mean, Dark Knight, Deku's a vigilante, and All Might kind of hates him better than that, but, you know, I can't make, you know, every Deku who's a vigilante have a All Might who's an asshole, you know? I can't do that. I don't like asshole All Might, so I'm just gonna keep asshole All Might in one what if. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end this off. So, you know, you happy that this what if is back? Do you want more? Do you want what if Deku was Zero to come back? I don't know. If you want that, I'll bring it back. But yeah, you know, thanks for listening. And bye.